If you were sitting in my room right now telling me that your hair is shredding more than usual, the first thing that I would tell you is, it is okay, let's breathe. Because hair doesn't just randomly fall out for no reason, and I did not know that for years. When my hair started falling out, I genuinely thought something was wrong with me. I thought maybe I had damaged it, or maybe I just wasn't trimming it enough. I even joked that I was going bald, until I could actually start seeing more of my scalp, and that's when it stopped being funny. What I didn't understand was every single strand on your head is on its own timeline. Hair grows in cycles, not all at once, not forever, but in cycles. And there are three main stages to those cycles. The first stage is anagen. This is the growth phase. This is where your hair is actively growing from inside the follicle. It's connected to its blood supply, so it's receiving nutrients, and this phase can last anywhere from 2 to 7 years. Around 85 to 90% of your hair should be in this phase at any given time, so majority of your hair should be growing. Then there's cartilagen. This is a short transitional stage that lasts anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. This is where the growth slows and the hair follicle begins to shrink. Only about 1% of your hair should be in this phase at any time. Then there's telogen. This is a resting and shedding phase that lasts roughly about 3 months, and about 10 to 15% of your hair is normally in this stage. And at the end of the telogen phase, shedding begins. This is when new hair growth starts forming underneath it. And that's why losing roughly 50 to 100 strands of hair a day can be completely normal. It's simply just part of the cycle. When it becomes scary is when more hair than usual shifts into the shedding phase at the same time. That can happen after stress, illness, hormonal changes, restrictive dieting, and nutrient deficiencies. When your body goes through something intense, it pushes more hairs into the telogen phase early. And a few months later, suddenly you start to notice excessive shedding. This is called telogen effluvium. It sounds dramatic, but it simply just means a larger percentage of hair has entered the resting phase together. It's usually temporary once the triggers have been addressed. Now here's the part that changed everything for me. Understanding the cycles is step 1. But if you really want to understand hair growth, you need to understand where it's actually happening. Because there's a big difference between the hair shaft, the strand you see, and the follicle underneath your scalp. The hair shaft is technically dead. You can condition it, you can smooth it, you can protect it, but you can't make it grow from there. Growth happens inside the follicle, and at the base of the follicle is something called the dermal papilla. Think of it as the control center. It supplies oxygen and nutrients through blood supply, and it directly influences how thick, strong, and long your hair can grow. Each follicle has a sebaceous gland attached to it. That gland produces natural oils that protects and supports the scalp environment. If your scalp is inflamed, clogged, undernourished, or stressed, you're not supporting the actual source of growth. Hair doesn't respond to panic, it responds to biology. And once I understood that, I stopped obsessing over the ends and started focusing on my scalp, my nutrition, and my overall health. And suddenly everything made so much more sense. So in my next video, I'm going to go deeper into the hair structure, the difference between the hair shaft and the hair follicle, how the dermal papilla works, what the sebaceous gland actually does, and why scalp health actually affects hair growth. Because once you understand the foundation, you stop guessing and you actually start supporting your hair properly. If this video helped you understand your hair even just a little bit more, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video.